subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. That is how you help my channel get into the algorithm. Highly appreciate if you go ahead and do that. Now, shout out to Certified, right, for sending in the clipping of the No Jumper interview with the Northerner. You know what I mean? Because fuck that, I'll be damned if Adam gives my view, right? So shout out to him, and shout out to everyone that always does that. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. You know what I mean? It's just that he's not gonna get my vote. You know, my view. I mean, I'm just not gonna go and give him my view, right? So shout out to the ones that do that, right? Because I was getting asked a lot about my opinions on the interview, right? And I just was like, I'm not gonna go watch it, period, right? But so shout out to him, right? And shout out to the individual that went on there, right? Like, he kept it respectful, he kept it 100. Adam, of course, was being Adam, trying to stir shit up as always, right? He was trying to dive into areas he shouldn't have been diving into, but the homie, he kept it respectful, and he kept it, he didn't let Adam, try to dive into where he wasn't supposed to, right? And, he kept it 100, even with the upstaters. He was saying that, he gave the respects that they are there, right? They do hold the presence, the upstaters, right? He kept it 100, bro. Like, because it's dumb when people try to say that, oh, their enemies ain't around, or they're died out, or not, and all this and that, right? But then they want to say how they gangbanging and they putting in work, bro. There's no enemies around. How the fuck are you gangbanging and putting in work? Who are you putting in work on? You know what I mean? That shit makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, these fools are always saying that they putting in work and hardcore. I'm not talking about Northerners. I'm meaning in general, right? When people are saying that their enemies ain't around or barrios died out. When it's like, bro, but then you're always saying how y'all gangbanging. Who you guys gangbanging on? Like, when they ask me, are your enemies around? Yes, they're around. We wish they wouldn't be around, and it wouldn't be like that. But they are, though. Let's be 100. Let's be real, bro. Yes, they're around. Yes, they do things. Who are we trying to kid here, right? I mean, like, coming and trying to tell lies, like, if they're true, it's crazy, though, bro. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. People just are scared of the truth. I don't know. But he kept it 100, right, on his part. So, shout out to him, bro. He's, you know what I mean? He was well-schooled, and carried himself well. You know what I mean? But it's to be expected, right, from an individual who's really in the streets, right? You would think that they know how to carry themselves, right? So it's not a complete shock, right? Especially with the Northerners having such a strict program and how they carry themselves. So, it's to be expected, right? So Adam, of course, did try to stir the pot. Like, I knew he would try to, right? But it's a good thing that he's seen that his tactics weren't working because the homies wasn't biting. So, you know what I mean? So it didn't go into waters uncharted, right? But there was one thing that, people I seen asking me, right, that a lot of people were sending me clips. I didn't click on the videos. I didn't get a chance to watch them, right, on a few of you guys who had sent them, right, which were on a few channels, right? Because they barely sent them today in the morning, I see, but I just didn't have the time to click on them, right? But it was about, Northerners, Southerners stealing Northerner style, right? I had talked about this before. Now, the homies from down here don't get their inspiration from Northerners. They do get their inspiration, some of them, right? Like that guy, Peso, I think he had said that he scoped out the music, whatever, right? But like, as in the ones that I have talked to, right, the youngsters that make music, right, who have the new generation style, they took their style from like Draco, right? Draco was a lot of them tell me Draco, was an inspiration to their style. Some of them told me Nipsey, right? So they took inspiration from these, black rappers, right? And when they make music, people say that they're stealing the Northerner style, and I find that funny, right? Because I have actually had a conversation with some of these individuals, and they have told me who they got their inspiration from, right? And it's like, it's funny that you think they get it from these Northerners when they told me they got it from Draco, from Nipsey, you know what I mean? And it's like, but since, the Northerners were inspired by black rappers as well, right? Let's be real, right? They got their inspiration from black rappers. Because it's true, if these people are being inspired to rap, they're going to be inspired by the culture and music being bumped around them. And of course, it's going to be the brothers, right? Especially in Northern California, right? And then they put their own little twist to it, right? But the thing is, the reason why people think that they're stealing it from the Northerners is because they're both raza, they're both Hispanics, and they're rapping similar, but they fail to realize that they got their inspiration from the brothers, bro. That's why they think that they're stealing their style, because their style is being inspired by brothers, right? So it's not so much that, you know, they're copying their style, right? And some of them did say that they were inspired by the Northerners, right? Paying homage, bro. You know what I mean? Inspiration. It's not so much that people are stealing somebody's style, right? When you're looking to hate on somebody, you say that they're stealing your style, right? When in reality, they inspired them, right? So they're paying homage, right? I like this guy's style because I think he gets down, right? So, you know, he inspired me to rap like him, right? So I'm gonna pay my respects and, you know, and match my style after his, right? So he's paying homage, right? He's doing it not in a way where he's trying to say that he invented it. When you copy somebody's style, is when you take that person's style and you say that you created it. You're trying to pass it off as like you're the creator of it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm the one that created that style, right? That's you trying to copy somebody, bro, you know, because you're trying to claim it as your own. You know what I mean? Like, nah, that's not yours. You copied me, bro. You get what I mean? They're trying to pass it off as their own, right? Compared to where you're paying homage, bro. Like, yeah, you inspired me just to match my style like yours. That's paying homage, bro. There's a difference. Haters, of course, are going to see it the copying way, right? Because they don't like the individuals, or for whatever reason, they're going to try to discredit them, put them down or whatever, right? Wow. The ones that understand the game know, like, yeah, well, that's paying homage, bro. Because they're not haters. They see it for what it is. You know what I mean? So if you're seeing that they're copying, is because you're a hater, bro. Plain and simple. You know, because these people are not trying to say that they're the creators of it. Because let's be real, you know, the way they carry themselves is not raza based off of, right? Now, you could say, oh, well, see how they try to be black or whatever instead of sticking to the raza stuff and doing what the raza does. Like, bro, grab that type of mentality and throw that shit out, bro. That shit is stupid, bro. The fact that people are rapping already shows that they already took something that the brothers were doing, right? Even if it's Kid Frost, who inspired Kid Frost to rap? Who inspired the first Mexican rapper to rap? Where did they get that inspiration from? That it made them want to rap? They got it from who? From the brothers. Right? So when people say they try to be negros because they're rapping like them and stuff like that, bro, who inspired them to rap? The fact that you see it like that is ridiculous. Because rap is not something that was created by raza. The first rapper wasn't raza. You get what I mean? So no matter, even if they're speaking Spanish, they're rapping in Spanish, bro, they still took the inspiration from brothers. They still got something from their style, their form of music. So regardless of how you want to see it, bro, they played a role in inspiring these individuals. So regardless of how you want to look at it, bro, these people were the inspiration. I know you don't like. The way I see it is that you're bothered by the way these people carry themselves because you have a problem with blacks, bro. Plain and simple. Because these people are not saying that they're black. They're proud to be raza, right? But their lingo and everything is just, you know, influenced by the brothers. But that bothers you because you have a problem with that. You know what I mean? Because they're raza and they don't have a problem with it because they don't have a problem with brothers. You're raza and you have a problem with it because you have a problem with brothers. There's no way to slice it. There's no other way to slice it, homie. I don't see nothing wrong with what they do, right? And now, I believe that nobody should say the N-word just because the word in itself is disrespectful, right? It's a disrespectful term, you know, that nobody should use. But when it comes to, like, their overall stilo, nah, bro. You know, people take inspiration to whatever thing that they like. Because that's what they like. They don't have a problem with it. You don't take inspiration and throw jazz because you have a problem with it. You know what I mean? Because you don't want these people to be saying, oh, you see how these Mexicans are copying us? It bothers you that they see it that way or that they get to make those comments. You know? Like, damn, fool, they could use that against us, man. I hate when they do that kind of shit. Yeah, you don't like that they try to say that they have an upper hand on you, bro, because you have a problem with that. They're just people's opinions, my boy. It doesn't make it true. If they're saying that, see, these Mexicans are trying to be like us, that doesn't make it true. That's that person's opinion and his point of view. Doesn't make it facts. Right? But you're scared that might be facts because that's just his opinion. You're literally grabbing, like, if that person makes the rules and what he's saying is true 100, when it's not, it's just his opinion. Nothing more, nothing less. Because you ask I can guarantee you ask the Mexican, hey, you're trying to be black, huh? He's gonna be like, nah, bro, I'm proud of where I'm from and who I am. Exactly, don't make it true, bro. People gotta get their heads out of their asses, think for themselves, bro, instead of believing everybody around them. You know what I mean? Like, if their word's gold, homie. Truth of the matter is that the brothers did inspire this form of rap, and for people to be out there rapping, and the raza digs it, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's truth, bro. People don't like that shit, but it's 100% true. It isn't like, because they will still want to view it from their point of view, and they're entitled to, homie. But when they try to pass it off, like, if that's 100, you know, for everybody, try to speak for everybody, you don't get to speak for everybody. You only get to speak for yourself, plain and simple. You know what I mean? You know, you can say it like that, or at least that's what I think. At least that's from my point of view. But instead of trying to say, nah, that is what's happening, that is what they're trying to do. Nah, you can only speak for yourself, my guy. You know what I mean? Like I said, these are just my opinions, my way of seeing stuff. You know what I mean? What do you guys think? Leave your opinions in the comments. Did you guys see the interview? You guys enjoyed it? I feel like he kept it respectful. And I feel like, you know, how people, you know, saying that they, you know, copy the style. I feel like I said, bro, that people just try to take jabs or try to spin it some type of way, right? But truth of the matter is, that you don't know unless you ask that individual, like, hey, who inspired you and whatever. Like I said, I've talked to some of these rappers just out of curiosity, wondering, you know, how did they get their style? And yeah, you know, some of them have told me Draco, some of them told me Nipsey, some of them told me, what's that one rapper's name? What's that? SOB? I think that's the name. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I want to say it's SOB. I don't know if that's actually his name, right? But, you know, a few of these newer modern day rappers, bro, and I can see why, right? Like I said, you know, people take inspiration from rappers that are already out there. Like my style, you know what I mean? I got my style influence from Ice Cube. I took a little bit of Ice Cube and Mr. Shadow, right? And just kind of like with my own, you know, style out of that. But my inspiration came from those two individuals. You know what I mean? And Crooked I as well. You know? I just formatted my styles around theirs. Because that's who inspired me, right? Like when it comes to the rap, right? That's the rap music that I liked and where I took my inspiration from. You know? You know what I mean? And obviously my family member's the one that got me into rapping, so, you know? But that's where essentially I got my inspiration from. But what do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. You know what I mean? Drop your opinions. If Shadow, we out.